Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to another Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup adventure. We are returning to our firebug, our little fire elementalist, Demonspawn, who has so many challenges. Challenge number 1 is we don't have a lot of spells that do anything. We have some that we can memorize that will eventually do something, but for now, we're a little bit limited. Challenge number 2 is we've got a heck of a Dungeon 5 here in front of us with Pykel over here. We've got a wizard and a priest hanging around down here, and a wizard and a regular orc up here. I think we're going to keep exploring in this direction. Oh, well, we've explored in that direction as far as we can go. Yeah, we're going to try and get to a point where we can cast Irradiate here, which will really help us take off. Oh gosh, this is just a real hotbed of a level. Wizards and Pykels and Priesties, oh my. Zom, 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 zom. I don't think we're going to be worshipping Zom. I like a little less chaos in my caster runs than that. Melee, it's fine. Zom's pretty good for melee. I mean, insofar as anything can be relied upon with Zom. Ooh, statue form, you say? Statue form is excellent. It's very strong. It's a ways off, of course, but super great to have access to that. Well, and there's our temple. Alright, I guess we're fighting Pykel. Or at least dragging this Lemure back. Yeah, those things are tough. If we can just kind of sneak in here, yeah, deal, okay. Now we have a number of options for our deity. Surely here we will find something. So, Control O. We'll just kind of list what we've got access to here. First thing that stands out to me is Gozag. Gozag is pretty excellent. Just a really powerful set of abilities to have access to. You can get potion effects thrown your way, which can include magic restoration, healing, brilliance, haste, all that good stuff. Then you can call shops, which, meh, bookshops are fine if they show up. I don't usually call shops because the best ability is to bribe a branch, and you can just really kind of neuter Zot. It's pretty powerful effect. Other considerations, Dithmenos is fine. You can get some pretty good damage boosting with the shadow copy that you create. But I don't know that it's really all that on theme with our fire elementalist. I'm really sad that we didn't see Vehemet or Sifmuna, but I think Gozag is strong. Heplicana is the other consideration. Hep gives us presumably a tank. We get a tanky knight that can bash things for us. Probably what I'd pick, but again, like fire elementalist, there's enough sort of collateral damage that I don't love Hep. Yeah, I think it's just Gozag. Gozag's really strong, to the point that some people exclude Gozag from their deity selection because they think it makes the game too easy. I'm not quite that, not quite that cocky. Alright. Let's get the heck out of dodge here. Take out another one of these lemures. And just sort of back away and kind of reset a little bit. We've got an escape hatch here we can stand on. I don't stand on ceremony, but I do stand on escape hatches. Gone are the days where escape hatches are likely, where upward escape hatches are likely to dump you into some nasty trap. Okay. Yeah, there's an alternate Oka. Another one that we wouldn't really want. I mean, if there's Vehumet hanging around somewhere on this floor, we'll be a little disappointed, but it's hard to be mad about Gozag. Gozag is pretty great. Plus all of your... Ooh, too confused to cast spells. Okay. Well, we've got a fix for that. That's good enough. I think we can sort of bash our way out. We'll just summon some blast motes. We'll miscast some blast motes. There we go. Boom. Just take a little bit of damage to wipe them both out. It was kind of a risky series of plays, but it wasn't too bad. It all worked out for the best, right? Okay. Foxfire being good and prioritizing the right targets. Okay, let's summon these. See if we can kind of shimmy our way around. Well, this isn't ideal. Maybe we just do Might and Bash. That seems kind of terrible. Yeah, 50% chance to... Oh, yeah, we've got the Mace of Protection equipped, which is fine. Maybe we take, like, one swing with it to boost our AC. Yeah. I think we do that. And... then just keep running away until we get our blast modes back. Eesh. Should have read a scroll sooner. We may die here. We don't quite die. Okay. Definitely didn't deserve that escape. That was poor play. We should have used a consumable way earlier in that exchange. That said, it doesn't look like Pykel's going to be super easy to beat with our current setup, so I say we just dive. I don't love it, but... well, there's Sif. Sif would be fine, but Sif is a little too slow for our situation here. And here might be where we put this mace back on. I feel like we're going to start seeing some more poisonous beasties. And our health is still low enough that that can take us out. We're at 4 mutations and 6 levels, which is pretty good. Ooh, this bear. Well, a weak demonic guardian makes this fight winnable. Okay, we kill the black bear. Alright. And... oh, an orc from the other direction. Spicy. We're okay. Let's Skybeast. Skybeast is less intimidating when we have an early Ring of See Invisible at our disposal. Again, See Invisible. Early See Invisible being great. Alright, vulnerability. Jelly's a little scary. If we don't, if we get some low damage rolls and it walks up to us, it can hurt. Blork the Orc. We're already in Magic Dart and Throw Flame range, which is... and Throw Frost. Yikes. Well... alright, blast motes. Blasty, blasty, blasty. Skybeast, we can Scorch. Not sure what's going on with all those summon monsters. I think that was a scroll of summoning that something read. Wild. Just wild. Oh, right. Forgot we got Pykel up here. So why is there a Lemure on this level? Arbalest is a little... yikes, scary, yeah. I was gonna say. Doing terrible things getting out of here. Alright. That at least breaks line of sight. Okay. There we go. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Okay. Alright, we need to take care of Pykel. We've got too much stuff going on this other floor. We need to finish this guy off. We're just gonna be smart about it and use blast notes instead of... well, that didn't work out exactly as planned. Alright. Focus on the Guardian. Nope. Let's go off some curing. There we go. Alright. That was kind of a costly fight. But Robe of Willpower honestly is kind of worth it. Let's get this Whip of Flaming as well. I don't know that we'll use it, but... alright. Let's throw on a robot willpower. What's Irradiate looking like? 41% failure rate. A. Well, we're memorizing it. R. Alright, we're gonna throw on some shields. I think maybe we actually... turn off spellcasting for a bit? Nah, that seems terrible. I feel like we're splitting our skills a little too thin, but we need some defensive stats at this point. We'll nix the fire magic for now. Irradiate's gonna be our bread and butter throughout the layer, where, like, stuff can be significantly faster than us. A +6 War Axe. Well, we'll just pick that up. And if we read ID a scroll of branding, then we know what we'll throw it on. Animate armor, blade hands, and iron shot. So it looks like we might... learn some earth magic at some point. That may be our sort of secondary school. We've got statue form in the books. That will be a little difficult to cast with just transmutations anyway, and with iron shot as a payoff later. We'll be looking for Spellforged Servitor to throw those puppies out so we don't have to spend 1 billion mana on them. Petition Gozag for potion effects. That's pretty great. We'll, of course, want more money than we have now before we start doing that, but pretty solid. Okay, somewhere around here is that Orc Warrior. And here it is. We're gonna just walk right up to it and then scorch it a bunch. There we go. Feel like that was better than trying to just foxfire it to death while it arbalested us. I don't know. Maybe it was a worse decision. Prince Ribbit. Ribbit. It can blink. It can blink a... Well, good to know. What about over here? It's both our other staircases. Alright, we've got a scorpion there. Wand of flame. Okay. Not the most exciting, still pretty useful, especially since we see some water up there. Being able to create clouds of steam is strong. And we've got some new potions to identify. Ah, we found our degeneration potion. Super. Super de duper. Well, let's go ahead and deal with this scorpion. Nice that our shields are starting to progress. Whites, A. Alright, level 9, intelligence, more fingernails, A. Not the best mutation for a caster. We would have liked something such as antennae, maybe? But, you know, it's whatever. I guess I'd rather have it be fingernails than talons. Oh, Mark. I don't like Mark. I don't like you, Mark. Yeah, a lot of nasty stuff. Ah, nice. Demonic Guardian letting us cack a water moccasin. Alright, what are we doing here? Are we reading teleportation? Probably. Let's start with that. Tiny chance that that works. Hoi, that was not a great teleport. Let's quaff some curing. And read another teleport. Blah! Nope. That's, that was just, maybe should have gotten out of there a little sooner. Well, unceremonious end to this particular Demonspawn. But, you know, we'll try again. We'll try again. We'll give it a shot. So, here we are back at the start. Do what we did last time. Focus fire magic. Oh, a blinky trap. Okay. Just sort of throwing foxires around everywhere. A menacing aura infuses your magic. Your spells may paralyze adjacent enemies. That's great. I love seeing that mutation on a caster. Stuff like that happens. Let's get out of a lot of situations that we got ourselves into last match. And that's why Demonspawn is kind of fun. It's you know, I don't think that relying on variance is a necessarily fun way to play the game, but when it's been a while since I've played some dungeon crawl, I don't mind rolling those dice. Same kind of thing with Draconian. When you manifest a random color of scale, can kind of throw your planning off if you want to be a caster, and they make great casters, so. Summon Guardian Golem, Orb of Destruction, and Spellforged Servitor. Well, that's a really spicy set of spells. Oh, I guess we picked up another spellbook too, but that one wasn't as cool. Confusing Touch, meh. Bleh. We're not a stabber. Stabbing's hard. Stabbing's pretty tough. Summon Guardian Golem. Summon Guardian Golem? Summon Guardian Golem is pretty great. It's hexes and summoning, though. I do think we switch to focusing conjurations away from fire. I think getting Orb and Servitor online is insane. We can't entirely give up early damage, but Wow, okay. Deal. We don't even have scales yet, and our armor class is 5? Cool. Really rocking it. Ring of Ice, okay. We're not going to put that on. We don't have any ice spells at the moment. Playing a little loosey-goosey here. Should probably back up. Magic grows more menacing. Well, that's great. I like menacing magic. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We should pick up one of these daggers. Pick one of these daggers so we can get to stabbing when they're asleep like that. We should also memorize Scorch. All weapons benefit from stabbing, but daggers get a nice extra chonky stabbing bonus, and so if you are incidentally paralyzing enemies, it's a pretty good thing to have in your hand. Also, it only takes a turn to swing, so that's nice. This run already feels a little more in hand, weirdly. I know we don't actually have anything going on more than we did before. The paralyzing thing is kind of nice, but we, we have lower armor class. We don't have mutant fingernails. Lots of endoplasms. Lots of stuff that dies to Foxfire. Let me pick up anything else unusual. No? Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Ooh. Early Sif Muna Altar. Ooh, Maxwell's capacitive coupling. Oh, goodness. These are some discoveries. I like Sif a lot. Sif Muna will eventually give us every spell in the game. Or access to every spell in the game, rather. I think, given that it's Dungeon 2, we take an early deity. So, Sif Muna, the Loreminder, is a contemplative but powerful deity, served by those who seek magical knowledge. Followers who triumph over their foes can call upon the Loreminder for magical power and the ability to cast spells beyond their magical training. The devout are rewarded with a supply of spellbooks taken directly from Sif Muna's legendary library. Yeah, Divine Exegesis lets you pull any spell out of your library that you have not yet memorized. And that's super great with the Maxwell's capacitive coupling that we just picked up. Not having to spend 8 spell levels on that, but occasionally use it for a boss in exchange for some piety is pretty amazing. I also really like being able to use repeated amnesia on fire elementalists, because Scorch is so bad that you, guaranteed want to forget it at some point. Yeah, let's do Sif. Sifron! Also, like, Fire Elementalist doesn't crave Vehumet's range boost as much as, say, an Earth Elementalist might. Because Foxfire has effectively limitless range. I mean, it's, as you can see, it's line of sight. It takes it a second to get there, to do it. Just give him a second. Just give him a second. They're doing their best. Especially when I'm not helping them out by juking stuff out of their line of sight right before they hit. God, that's the toughest orc. Ooh. What have we here? Some sort of kite shield? +2 kite shield. Well, that's pretty strong. I mean, it'll be a while before we can wield it without it wrecking our spells. Like 4 and 6%. If we put it on, that becomes 32 and 38%. Yeah. That said, +2 kite shield is pretty sick. Got some orcs. A little stabby stab there that didn't do anything. But we can get another couple of stabs in. Gosh, the menacing aura is just so strong. I don't remember when they made that one of Demonspawn's abilities, but one of their possibly mutate. A little while ago, they kind of revamped Demonspawn so that it was a little friendlier to casters. I think probably before, 0.27 or something, whenever that was, it was a little more weighted the other way. But, alright, we're at the end of Dungeon 3. We've got a pretty strong character going on here. We're working our way up in Conjurations, which is great because we actually have a little better aptitude for that than we do for Fire Magic. So we should be able to get Spellforge Servitor and Orb of Destruction online, S-branch-ish. We'll probably keep on Fire Magic for just a little while longer so that we can learn Blast Motes, maybe. We could just skip out entirely and turn on Summoning for Summon Guardian Golem. Goodness, Summon Guardian Golem. I can't believe I've said that 3 times. That's certainly a possibility. We've definitely got a lot of options this run, and I like that. The last run was a little constrained, but we're about at the length of the video that I want to do, so we're going to take another little break. Thank you for watching, dear viewers. This is Moth Fluffs, and we will return with some more Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup soon.